Note that the Federal Capital Administration, on the instruction of Honorable Minister of Federal Capital Territory, embarked on massive demolition of structures within the Federal Capital Territory. Also note that the demolition, according to the FCT authority, was informed by illegal structures and non-development of allocated plots of land by the FCT administration. Concerned that in recent time, the demolition exercise in the FCT is no longer based on reasons adduced by the FCT administration that necessitated the demolition. Further concerned that the current demolition in the FCT is not in line with due process of court orders to demolish. As such, a cross-section of individuals had suffered untold hardships occasioned by massive demolition, which has led to a loss of properties worth billions of naira. Also concerned that at the moment, an estate by name Messrs. Paul Losa, for which late Colonel Paul Osankwawa Akpabio is the chairman, is currently under revocation and demolition. And from reliable information, the said plot of land was allocated to him in 1984 with requisite title document. And further concerned that the owner of this estate was a patriotic Nigerian who served the nation meritoriously and one of the first intake of the Nigerian Defense Academy, Kaduna, with registration number 001. Senate resolves accordingly to urge the FCT administration to halt the ongoing revocation and demolition of the said property, as it does not fall within the purview of the reasons for the massive demolition being carried by the FCDA. Also, all demolitions should follow due process. Second prayer. I so submit.
Senator Natasha.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues.
Today is for women, so go on.
I'm Senator Natasha Akpabio, representing the good people of Kogi Central. I stand to second the motion as raised by distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe that we should please put a stop to the demolition of Paul Osa Estate in Abuja and set up a committee to investigate the matters that are arising. We should call for the petitions from the estate owners and also invite the Honorable Minister and his team so we can view things objectively from all sides. Thank you so much. I so submit.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, I think yes, Senator Karimi.
Thank you, Mr. President, my colleagues. My name is Karimi Sunday Steve. I represent the people of Kogi West. If you look at this motion, Mr. President, sir, a specific land allocation was mentioned belonging to one Paul Obebo. We don't know any detail about this thing. And we are just coming because of this to tell the minister, stop. There is need to investigate this matter before giving any directive. We must hear from the minister. So we have to hear before we say stop demolition. So let's hear from the minister first. You can't save a man's head at his back. You can't save his head at his back. We need to hear from the minister.
Yes, son.
Thank you, Mr. President. With respect, I disagree with Senator Karimi. I think we need to be fair to everybody. There is before us an allegation that says certain steps are to be taken, which will culminate in demolition. Are we saying that we should allow the place to be demolished while we are trying to look into it? My own view is simple. We should tell him to stop, and as Senator Natasha has said, start the investigation so that there is a level playing ground. Are we now going to investigate, and if we find that the minister has done something wrong, but he has then demolished? I don't think that is fair. I think what is fair is to say, stop the situation today and let us investigate. With respect, I think that is what is fair.
The chairman, Senate Committee on Judiciary, Legal Matters, I was just going. My thought was in line with yours. If we just say continue the demolition, and then we start investigation, what are we? In fact, I think at the end of the day, we will be talking about we would have buried if we would have the rest would have been buried. Do you understand? All we'll be talking will now is no longer our wahala. It will now be the problem of court. But the owners will have to go to court to go and claim compensation, do this, do that. So it's not the same. I think what she's saying when we look into the prayers will be that we should urge the minister to put a hold on the demolitions, and then we set up a committee to investigate. I think that should be the best thing. Senator Ashiru.
Mr. President, I find a lot of difficulty in this motion. The first issue, I was reading through, and there are this issue of what FCT said that all. Yeah, I'm saying that one, sir. I'm saying that one, sir, because we cannot stop the minister from doing his work. Let us restrict. Yes, let us restrict. He's cleaning the city. He's cleaning the city, making the city look good. The idea of demolition is to make the city look good. We can't stop him from doing his work. Yes, we can't stop him from doing his work. This city must look good. It must be a modern city. Well, let's restrict ourselves to the motion. Let us restrict ourselves to the motion of demolition of this estate.
You talk like somebody who is in the built industry. Are you an architect? Well, let me put it this way.
I'm saying it with sense of
let me put it this way. Senator Abbas, if we can allow Natasha to concentrate now. A minority leader, yes.
Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, I think we may not have properly appreciated the body of the motion. The motion in paragraph 3 talked about FCT. So it's not about one demolition. The only problem here is that in the prayer, it restricted itself to one building. And so what amendment that we require now is to say that that property and other properties earmarked for demolition until the relevant committee of the Senate interfaces with the FCT minister.
Well, there is only one problem. Some of the demolitions are ordered by the court. We cannot tell the court not to do its work. Sorry, Senator Kingibe, you are not working in FCT. Some of the demolitions have been authorized by the court. So you are not working in FCT to know that. And then the idea of an FCT minister, we don't bring a demon to be an FCT minister. We bring human beings who have compassion, who have families. So if somebody building on a drainage channel, and the court has ordered that such property should be demolished, you can't come by resolution of the Senate and say don't obey the court. The court has its own duties to do. The minister must obey the court orders. But those that are not covered by court orders, we should urge the minister to put a hold on such demolitions until the ad hoc committee interfaces with the FCT administration, and brings the report to be sure that yes, indeed, those things are meritable. But don't tell me that a minister should be told to go and disobey court order. The courts are doing their work, and they take evidence before they come to judgment. So please let us try not to be emotional when we are doing things. Let's look at things from the national interest. There's a lot of flooding in many parts of the FCT as a result of people clustering houses on drainage channels, where the court gives order to the minister to take care of those things for the benefit of people and children who get drowned, and people are dying during the rainy season. We should take cognizance of those things. I don't know. I don't want us to be emotional, and it is not personal. You have future senators here after us. You have future administrations in FCT after the current administration. You have future presidents after the current president. But please, let's not try to use the parliament to muzzle either the judiciary or the administration from carrying out its duties. Let's come to a middle ground that further demolitions should be put on hold, except those ordered by the courts, until we interfere with the FCT administration. So those in support of the fact that we should have another committee to investigate this matter, say aye. Those again say nay. First the eyes have it. Then after that you can give your reason. But I did not hear your voice. I heard the voice from the Senate. I asked the Senate the question, and the eyes have it. So what do you have your reason? Even if you were the one shouting, it doesn't matter. So on what? Do you have a? Can we take that as the only prayer? Is there any additional prayer?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, you forgot to mention the halt of the demolition. The stoppage, the halt of the demolition, sir.
That is the motion.
But you only talked about establishing the committee to investigate.
No. No, we said that further demolitions should be put on hold, except those ordered by the courts, until the ad hoc committee has interfered with the FCT administration to determine the propriety or otherwise of such actions. You see, it's so simple. It's no quarrel. Leader of the Senate. Leader of the Senate. Yes.
Mr. Senate President.
Sorry. Let me invite Senator Abdullahi Yahya, our leader, to craft that resolution of the Senate so that I can read it out. Please give him plain sheet so that we don't miss it at all. Yes, proceed.
With your permission, I want to read the address prayer. The Senate, at its sitting on Thursday, 12 December 2024, considered a motion on the ongoing demolition in the FCT and urges the minister to suspend the demolition exercise except those ordered by courts of competent jurisdiction until after the ad hoc committee constituted by the Senate to ascertain the propriety of the exercise concludes its investigation within a period of 2 weeks.
Distinguished Senator Reti Kingibe.
The prayer is fine. I second the prayer as written, as read by him.
Distinguished colleagues, the Senate, the former leader, Distinguished Senator Abdullahi Yahya, has proposed an amendment to the single prayer of the motion to read as follows. That the Senate at its sitting on Thursday, the 12th day of December 2024, consider the motion on the ongoing demolition of structures in the Federal Capital Territory and urges the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory to suspend forthwith further demolitions of structures except those ordered by the courts of competent jurisdictions until the ad hoc committee constituted by the Senate to ascertain the propriety or otherwise of the exercise concludes its investigation and interferes with the FCT administration within the next 1 week, within the next 2 weeks. This has been seconded by distinguished Senator Ireti Kingibe, the mover of the motion. Those in support of this amended prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.